Hello everyone, this is what I believe is my second bank video. My last one I did almost exactly a year ago. It was on November 22nd, 2011. This is November 24th, 2012. And I wish I'd seen that before because it would have been cool to do it right the year after, but it's okay, it's about a year after. And I didn't really do anything in the last 2 days, so we can just pretend it was 2 days ago. So I'm actually going to go through my bank backwards, starting with my GE offers. So I have an offer in for a blue party hat. I've had that in for quite a while now, a number of months, and I'm just going to wait till it buys to get my party hat set. I'll show later, but I have all of the other party hats in the bank. And then I have 22,076 mil in just random GE offers. I normally keep them in my money pouch, but for the video I thought it would be amusing to put them in random things. So that's it for the GE. Next on to the bank, and I'll start from right and go all the way to the left just to mix it up a little bit so it's not exactly like the last bank video. And so as you can see here, this is my rare tab. I have my party hats there minus the blue, which I'm just going to wait till it buys in the GE. I've got some investment, some failed ones as well. So Royal Bolts are my good investment. I'll go with that first. So I had about 2.1 mil Royal Bolts, which I bought for a little below 100 GP each, between 85 and 100 on average, and I actually sold 600k of them for what was it? It was 350 GP each, I believe. And so if you subtract the cost that I paid for them versus the cost of the 600k that I sold, I've actually broken even right now. So anything that I sell them for right now is all profit. And I believe I tried insta selling one in the GE today, and it sold for like 250 GP. So that's 325 mil profit so far, which is quite nice. That worked out well. But I'm just going to hold on to them. I'm not in any rush to sell them. 250 GP each seems a little low, and I'm not in any rush to spend any money. So that worked out quite well. And also don't go and just buy out Royal Bolts because I'm talking about them in this video. There are an insane number of them in the game, and they're going to take quite a long time to get used up. They might be a good, really long-term investment, but you're not going to make money any better with them than you could with a variety of other investments. So yeah, I wouldn't be showing them if I thought that people should invest in them now, because if I thought people should invest in them now, then I'd be doing it and not showing it in the bank video. So next is a hand cannon, and I saw that they were actually pretty good in the EOC, so I bought a couple of them. They're only like 23k each or something, or at least they were last I checked. I'll use them sometime maybe if I do like PvP and I don't want to risk anything of value. So Frost Dragon and Dragon Bones, I bought these back when they announced the Day of the Dead promotion, or the Day of the Dead event. That was back in October, and they mentioned something about getting double prayer experience for a bit of prayer, and so I bought up some bones since they were pretty cheap, and since then they've just gone down. So I'll sell them eventually, but probably just gonna wait till after they get rid of the dragon bots and they start rising again. Again, not in any rush to sell any of my investments. I don't really have money, or I don't really have stuff to spend money on. Got a couple of Garagian mushrooms because I heard they were okay in the EOC. I still actually haven't really checked on them, so they may or may not be. Dragonstone rings are actually pretty good. They're at ALC price, so it was a decent investment. I may not even sell them. I may just use them eventually. The thing with Dragonstone rings is that you can charge them at mobilizing armies, and they give the same stats as a Berserker ring pretty much. Well, an imbued Berserker ring rather. So it's 2.5% critical for all 3 combat styles, so that's quite good, especially when compared to the best Tribrid ring, which is an Onyx ring, which gives 2.7% critical to attack strength, or to range mage and melee. So the Dragonstone ring is quite a good alternative. Again, it's not really much of an investment because they're at ALC price. There's so many of them in the game, and people who charge them aren't going to be losing them much. So yeah, not really something that's going to rise, but it's just nice to have if I ever lose my Dragonstone rings and need to charge more. Marintils, this was I guess semi-failed investment. I bought them because they were like 15 GP each, and I knew that with EOC you could just spam click. You could drag into the action bar and hold down the button to clean them all, but then they changed the skilling interface so that it's a make X thing, or clean X now, and it just takes forever. So I was planning on cleaning them to get spin tickets because I remember they were decent for that in the live game, but now that is no longer an option, so they've actually risen to like, I don't know, 25 GP each or something like that, so I've made a decent amount of money off of them, but it's not really a whole lot, and I'll sell them eventually, not a big deal though. Prized Pendant of Slaying from the Squeal of Fortune. I'm really actually quite glad that I got this one. It looks quite cool, and yeah, I was lucky to get it. And yeah, I don't really wear it because I don't have sets to go with it, but maybe eventually. And same with the Pendant of Thievery. It has a purple glow on it, which looks nice with some of the next sets. Fish Mask, Pumpkin. Yeah, I'll probably get the other lower rares eventually, but not really all that bothered about that. Yeah, actually, as I mentioned before, or showed before with the G offers, I have 2 bill 76 mil there. I'm ignoring the Blue Party app because I'm just gonna wait for that to buy. And then I've also got a max cash stack in my bank, which I'll show later on. But that's like 4.2 bill or something total if you add that up. And I'm not really sure what all the other rares would cost. The main ones are Cracker and Half Wine. But I also need the, what is it, Mask, Santa, Disc of Returning, Easter Egg, and a few other ones. So I'll buy them eventually probably, but not in any rush for that. My main thing is the party hats, which I like quite a bit. And then some D&D tokens from Squeal of Fortune, Fish Fingers voucher from the Squeal of Neptune thing that they had ages ago. So those are sort of discontinued, I suppose. I just haven't really found any use for them yet. Let's see, this used to be my drops tab, and since I don't really do any combat anymore, or not much PVM anyway, it's all empty except for my Ascendancy Mind, Rune Throwing Knives, and a Dominion Journal, so I should probably just find a different use for this tab, but I don't really have anything that could go in there right now. Farming tab for farm runs, which I do not really keep up with anymore at all. I should probably just sell the magic seeds, the rune essence, and then I guess I could just get rid of, or just go on my daily farm runs and get rid of the saplings there. It would take quite a while. Well, for the Calquats, you'd plant one a day, so that's like a year and a half there, but yeah, I'll get that done eventually maybe. Probably not. Let's see, Wicked Hood, whenever I go to this tab and I see it, I'm like, oh, okay, I'll do that today, and then I forget about it for the next day. I go and make the Death Runes with my Runecraft Pendant. Get some Anagogic Orts and some runes off of that, that's not bad. Okay, let's see what's next here. This is my Miscellaneous Junk tab. So we've got currencies on the top. The Castle tickets, I actually have 1.9k more than that, which I have stored in my Dragon Keepsake box. I have the Castle Wars plate and legs, a Chompy hat, and then these sandals which go really well with the Castle Wars armor in my Dragon Keepsake boxes, so I can wear them whenever I want pretty much. But I converted all my other Castle Wars stuff into tickets, so that's that. Other currencies probably has not changed since my last bank video. Random. Oh yeah, these urns probably haven't changed since the last bank video. I never use them. Even when I don't skill much at all, but even when I do, I just forget about them completely. Completionist hoods from when I die with my comp cape and have to go get a new one. These hybrid armors, I'm probably going to change them to my first tab in the bank because they're actually quite good now. Well, I mean, they were good before, but they're even better now. So I'll probably want more easy access to them. Yeah, a couple bird's nests from Miscellaneous. I don't do that anymore though. Probably should, but I just can't be bothered. It's not really that much profit. What else do we have here? Sithara, no idea why I have that. Bunch of old auras which I haven't used since the day I bought them, which I should also get rid of. Wow, yeah, oddball, why did I buy that one? That's the one that makes your cannonball. When you're using cannon, the cannonballs change into like squids and weird stuff. No idea why I have that. Huh, I have Battle Mage, or sorry, Battle Robe stuff, which is actually pretty good, especially now after the OC. It gives better stats than it did before, I think, or relatively. Barrel Monkeys from Squeal of Fortune, Easter Carrot, which I was using for max hit, or for when I wanted to attack people but not hurt them. I used it for a video or something a while back. Wicked Robes, haven't touched those since I did the Runespan back when it came out. Lucky Armadillo Chain Skirt, what a troll Squeal of Fortune thing. random collections from ages ago. I've probably explained in my last video, or the last bank video, so I don't really want to repeat myself too much for people who've seen both of them or who are planning to. Last Rider's Journal. Oh yeah, I didn't mention it before, but up at the top here, I have 8 KBD heads, which is up from, I believe, 5 in the last video, and I got those while trying to get this journal. And unfortunately, with a lot of journals, you can destroy them and they go into your player-owned house bookcase, but for some reason the Last Rider's Journal only has a drop option, so I just have to keep it in my bank if I want to have it, which I do because it took like 800 KBD kills to get, which took forever. Archer and Warrior Ring, quite good in the EOC, glad to have those. The Minion Tower gloves, which are good, but they haven't given them a passive effect, which they were planning on doing for the EOC. I'm sure that's coming before long, unless they forget about it. The Fury Ornamental Kit, not attached to my Fury because last time, well, I lost a Fury Ornamental Kit, and Fury and Glaven Boots and Chaotic Crossbow, Chaotic Maul, Eagle Eye Kite, and a few other things when I died at Nex and there was a grave glitch and myself and a few other people didn't get their stuff back, which was quite lame, but it happens. Random junk, Dragon Defenders, which I'll probably never use again. Comp Cape should not be in that tab, go over there. Okay, Teleport tab, and now this one has not changed probably at all since a year ago, and the only real change actually would be Glories, which I bought a bunch of them. Probably, I think I bought just the 400 extras of them because they're at alk price. I think they're actually below alk price, so you can make profit by alking them, which is insane because that means they're 10k each pretty much. And when I started RS, they were 100k each. I mean, I guess that was a while back, so it's sort of silly to compare, but it's still pretty crazy that they're at alk price now. This is my summoning tab, and I've got some pets in here as well. The pets are really all that's changed since last time, I'm pretty sure, and that's because of Social Slayer with the Baby Aquanite and Freezy. Yeah, no big deal there. The Herblore tab, potions and all that, probably hasn't changed much. I got 200ml Herblore before my last bank video, and since then, actually, when did Flasks come out? Flasks may have come out since the last bank video, but that would just serve to make this tab even more messy than it already was, which is pretty bad. They really need some way to organize flasks and things better. It seems like such a huge waste of bank space, which they could find some better way to deal with. I mean, think about it. You've got 4 different slots for potions and then potentially 6 different slots for all of your flasks. That's a huge waste of bank space. If they could find some way to, I don't know, combine... I mean, I know you can combine potions and things, but if they could find some way to organize the bank better, I don't know, it would make a lot of sense. Yeah. Okay, so this is my PvP tab, which I don't really use because I don't do PvP at all, really. And I did manage to use up my Statius Warhammer Investus longsword before the EOC came out, which was good because now they're not anywhere near as good without their special attacks. But let's see, there's not a whole lot to talk about in this tab. It's, yeah, just, oh, let's see, tiger sharks there. Those things take way too long to catch. I think I got 24 of them in like 120 games of fishing trawler, which is like 20 hours worth of fishing trawler. So that's a bit insane. Oh yeah, this is sort of cool. The Obby Shield and Dragon Square Shield, they have the same level requirement, but the Obby Shield is actually better than Dragon Square Shield for some reason. I don't really understand how that works, but yeah, anyway, I'm not really worried about it affecting the price or it being an investment opportunity, because there are just so many Obby Shields in the game, and they're not going to be taken out of the game really. I mean, people can buy them up to reduce the ones that are on the trading market there, but yeah, I don't think it would be a very good investment since, yeah, shields aren't, I don't know, I mean, it's easy to get higher level shields and things. And yeah, Dragon Square Shield's at out price, so it's not like that's gonna crash. Not really anything else to show here, just some random junk. I should sell my summer pies, never gonna use those. Mud staffs look a lot better now, that's sort of nice. Okay, on to the main tab here. So yeah, max cash stack, as I mentioned before. Void, I really need to rearrange this because a lot of this is based on pre-EOC, like I have my Berserker ring imbued here, which is now no longer the best Tribid ring in the game. You're better off using the Onyx one down here. So I should put that in the junk tab or use it for PvP or I don't know, something. I've got my Zami Spear and Gilded Dragon Pickaxe here for Castle Wars, which is sort of irrelevant because Zami Spears don't have their special attack anymore. I should bring my my other hybrid gear into here to go along with the Trickster set. I don't know, just a little bit of rearranging that could be done, but not a big deal. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, easy access potions on the top. Cannon. I got these energy potions back when I was doing, or back when the Gilnor games came out. They had that agility, or the, what was it, the marathon race, which I never actually ended up doing, but I bought the energy potions and I've used them from time to time since then. Just nice to have, and they're only like 30 GP each. Bone Crusher, which I always forget. Seriously, I'll go and do like, well, I don't really do much combat, but I guess, let's see, like Troll Invasion I do monthly, and after every single time, like the first wave every month, it's like, oh great, I forgot my Bone Crusher again. Gotta remember that. And then we have Protea Flower here for Big Chinchampa, which I actually do somewhat often, like maybe once a week on average, which is not somewhat often at all. But it's a good reminder for that. It's a nice minigame. It happens every hour on the hour, so it's easy to go to and just get in around there. It's quite nice. And yeah, it's decent hunter experience as well. What else do we have? Armadillo Battle Staff, Dragon Spear. Dragon Spear is actually not bad now. It's I mean, it's the same as a Dragon two-hander, except it does stab instead of slash, which is, yeah, surprisingly good. Random Teleport Necklace, which I'll use very rarely. Couple auras. Penance is, yeah, let's see, Penance, Invigorate. Yeah, just auras that are good for the EOC. Got all my chaotics and offhands, just stuff that I use often. Don't need my healer hat there. I was using that as sort of a joke. When the EOC was just released, some people invited me to go to Nex, and they were all in like full Virtus with like ridiculous mage gear, so I went in Gano with a healer hat as my helm. I don't know, it just looked really, really newbie. The healer hat is pretty funny looking for people who haven't seen it before. Let's see, some rings, yeah, just random stuff. Torva and Pernix. I should probably sell these, to be honest, because I don't really do enough PvP to make it worthwhile, but then again, I'm not in any real need for money, so I'll keep them just to use when I use them. That's fine. White two-handed sword. This stuff down here is mostly from recent videos. White two-handed sword I mentioned in a random video recently, and then Bat Book, Bat Wand, and the Ankh were from a video where I was showing that the Ankh is the best offhand magic weapon in the game. It says the speed is average there, but it's actually a bit misleading. Yeah, it's actually, well, when you use it in combination with a wand, it works just like any other magic book, and it makes the speed, the cast rate, increase by 50%. And it has a hit bonus of 100, which is better than the Virtus book, which has a hit bonus of 80. So yeah, it's the best offhand magic weapon in the game, even though people are saying it's nerfed. It's still the best magic weapon, or offhand weapon in the game. And let's see. Next, Botanist Top here, that was a huge troll from Squeal of Fortune. These Botanist items increase the amount of Herblore experience you gain by 1%, but I'm already 200 mil Herblore, it's my only 200 mil skill, so to get that was a bit of a troll. I'll just withdraw that and destroy it later, I don't need it. And if you destroy that stuff, it goes to Diango, so I can just get it back whenever I need it. And then these cool little beta scientist things, I'm probably going to make a video about them tomorrow, just a little quick one to show what they're about, so I won't mention them too much here. And so yeah, that's it for this video. If you want to see the other one, I've got the link to it in the description, and a bank picture as well in the description, although if you've watched this point, you don't really need a bank picture. But anyway, that's it for this. Hope you guys found it interesting, and thanks for watching.